Welcome back, part two of the PEX fix. This is a supply line from the meter going into the house, and it's right about there's a little pinhole leak. Now, you could do the PEX, you could do the shark bites, and you could replace all kinds of stuff, get the city to come out and take the meter out, and blah, blah, blah. We're just going to do a quick fix. This is a C to D grade. I told you how that works. This house has no garage, no carport, so that puts it about C or D. If it's got a carport, it's a strong C. If it's got a 2-car garage, it's a B. If it's got a 3-car garage overlooking Mount LeConte in the Smokies, that's an A grade. And an A grade would get a $3,800 repair. And also they found out the plumber said if he's got to cut any of that concrete, then it's a $7,500 repair. So we're going to go quick fix here. This is H grade. It stands for hillbilly. And total repair with parts and everything, maybe $50. And we're going to do a little patch. And I'm going to proceed now, and you pay attention. There'll be a quiz. First, you get your little glovies on that comes with a kit. We're using the pipe repair kit. It's basically some epoxy and kind of like a muffler wrap. You soak this material in water for 20 seconds, put it on the patch, let it sit for a half hour, good to go. We have some extra. I'm going to put a clamp on it too. It comes with this epoxy. It's all sealed in here, child-proof. A little daub of it. So it's got the epoxy and the hardener, and you mash this together and mix it. All mashed around. And the two compounds mix, activate, and they start hardening. I could save these gloves and do biscuits later, I guess. So you mash these together, you're mixing, you're folding, it's like Play-Doh, cheesy gloves. Mashing it, mixing it. It's epoxy. And before the epoxy goes on, you rough up the pinhole leak with some sandpaper. Rough up the pipe. That's PEX. This works on plastic, metal, whatever. We're going to give it a try. This gets put on the pipe, and then we wrap it with some muffler wrap. Same kind of muffler wrap. You cut off a piece of it, it's like a gauze bandage, and soak it in water 10-20 seconds, and then wrap the pipe over top of this epoxy. I think this is a little overkill for these little pinhole leaks. I didn't get a chance to check the pressure. Maybe this supply here is coming from the city at 100 pounds. But when we get this set up, we'll check our pressure. And if it is at 100 pounds, we'll have to put in a regulator. And we'll put it on the other side of the wall somewhere. I don't know if I want to jackhammer all this out. Okay, so get this all nice and flat, mixed together. That's about all we need right there. Just mash it on there. Make it stick, make it nice. Do it quick. Don't spend all day on it. No time to stop for snacks. Okay, that's on there. Then we got this muffler wrap that's in this tin foil. Let's see what this looks like. What is this thing? What is this stuff? Oh, it's all gooey. Nice. Oh, that's why you wear gloves. Look at that. It's like a gooey bandage. I'm going to use maybe that much. Once this is out of the wrapper, I ain't going back. Trim that off. I think it's a $12 kit. There's some water here. Put it in the water. Activates it. 20 seconds in the water. Keep it wet the whole time, according to instructions. This is space age technology here. Nice and wet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's about 20 seconds. And come down here. Can you see? The big head in the way. Keep it wet, they said. Wet. Dirt on there. Keep it wet. Wet. Something like that. Keep it wet. It's a kind of a fiberglass tape. It's gonna cure hard like fiberglass. Wet. And I guess if you didn't have a clamp, you'd use this. It's going to harden and keep that epoxy in place while it cures. second thing I'm going to use here is this clamp. This little clamp. You can use this without all that stuff on there. Just use this clamp. So the combination will create super bond. See this clamp? You put this little rubber dealie right over the leak and bolt it down. And that rubber gasket is on top of the leak, the pinhole leak. Just a little extra. We'll see how that works. Okay, we're going to pause it here and wait a half an hour for that stuff to set up. And then we're going to torque this down. And then we're going to let it sit for a little bit and cut the water on. And we'll leave this whole thing open for a day. We'll come back tomorrow and bury it with some sand. Don't forget your sand. And we're back. Well, there you go, kids. There's the patch. We put some epoxy. First we scratched the pinhole. We molded some epoxy and put that over top of it. And then we wrapped it with that muffler wrap or whatever that stuff is. Kept it wet while we were doing it. And then we put this clamp on there. Now apparently I think you could use the muffler wrap and the epoxy without the clamp, but we're throwing that $12 clamp on there for extra duty. The water's on. Let's see. See the little wheel? Let's see. Let's get it over here. You see the little wheel? It's not spinning. This little wheel right here. The little wheel's not spinning. We're not flowing. You can see that the valve is open. Got water going through, water pressurized. Okay. Good enough, huh? Good enough for Lenoir City, Tennessee. So we'll leave this thing open for the night. Got a bag of sand. We'll do our little sand so that the sand can cuddle the repair. There you have it. That's H grade. The hood or the hillbilly, it's H. It's $30 worth of parts, $30 worth of labor, $60 repair. We'll let it sit overnight, watch it, see if it springs a leak, which I doubt. Check the pressure. If this house has 100 pounds pressure, we need to check that. Okay, we're going to button it up, and we'll go do some snacking and napping at one of my day spots here in Lenoir City, and I'll show you that in in an hour or so. We'll be out there. It's very nice. All right, Coastal, out of here.